Hey guys, it's Neha. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this simple moist vanilla cake. So just imagine this, a moist and tender vanilla cake that practically melts in your mouth. It's like a warm hug from your grandma or a sweet childhood memory coming to life. Each bite is a symphony of flavors with hints of vanilla dancing on your plate. Now here's the best part. It's so easy to make. No fancy techniques or complicated ingredients. Just a simple homemade cake that will leave you feeling like a baking pro. Now let's get started. In a bowl, add 200 grams of butter. We're going to use room temperature butter and not the hard cold butter from the fridge. So make sure you put it out in the room temperature for a little while before whipping it. And now we're going to whip the butter until it's light in color and fluffy in texture. This process incorporates air into the butter. We want our butter to be perfectly creamy so it blends seamlessly with our other ingredients. Look at this beautiful butter already changing its color. It's gone lighter, which is what we need. Now that we've achieved the perfect creaminess for our butter, it's time to add the icing sugar or powdered sugar. So I'm adding 1.5 cups of icing sugar. And now you just need to blend it nicely. So I added this in a couple of batches so it doesn't get really messy and it also blends seamlessly. So this will create a fluffy base for our cake. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to never miss another cooking video. Next step is eggs. We're using 4 eggs for this recipe. Eggs are the secret ingredient that adds structure and moistness to this cake. So carefully separate the egg yolks and the egg whites. So don't worry, we're going to use both of them in our recipe. This is how I separated my egg yolks and egg whites, but I know that there are so many other ways to do it. Please let me know if there are any easier/faster way to do it in the comments down below. Now we're going to add the egg yolks into our mixture from before, and this ensures a moist and tender crumb that will leave you wanting more. Next step is incorporating milk into our batter. I'm adding ½ cup plus 1 tablespoon of milk. So milk is a secret ingredient that adds moisture and richness to our cake, ensuring that every bite is perfectly tender and moist. So gently add it to it and seamlessly blend with the other ingredients. This step brings our vanilla moist cake to life, creating a batter that's velvety, luscious, and full of flavor. It's time to bring it all together because we're adding the flour in. So I'm adding 2 cups of all-purpose flour. So just sift it into the batter. Flour is the backbone of our cake, providing the structure and texture that will make each bite a delightful experience. And as the flour blends in, it absorbs the moisture from the other ingredients, resulting in a perfectly balanced texture. So it's going to be so soft, tender, and irresistible. Make sure you mix it just as needed because you don't want to overmix it, because overmixing can result in a denser cake and we want ours to be light and fluffy and not dense. And I added mine in 2 batches, so I added 1 cup once and then the other cup after. Into this time, add 2 teaspoons of baking powder and ½ teaspoon of baking soda. And if you missed any of the ingredients, don't worry because I always list them down in the description box so you can easily access them. And once again, do not overmix them because we don't want a dense cake. We want a light and fluffy cake. Once it's all mixed, put it aside, and in another bowl, we're going to mix in the egg whites. So you remember the 4 egg whites that we put aside? Now we're just going to beat them until you get beautifully whipped stiff peaks. So this may take about a couple of minutes, so just keep whisking. Egg whites are like the tiny clouds of air that will give our cake a really airy texture. So this will only happen if you get the stiff peaks. So make sure you beat it until you get the stiff peaks, because if they hold their shape when it's lifted, then it will give you the really light and airy base for our cake. Once our egg whites are beautifully whipped, we'll gently fold them into our batter. So I'm going to do this in a couple of batches, and this will ensure that our cake will be moist and feather light. So make sure you don't over mix. With this, our cake batter is done. So now you want to prepare your cake tin by spreading some butter, or you can use oil so the cake doesn't stick to the tin. I used a 9-inch cake tin, and also you can use baking paper if you don't want to use butter. And now transfer all your batter into this cake tin and just push it around a little and tap it so you can release all the air bubbles and just make the top a little flat. So the next step is to put this cake in the preheated oven for about 35 to 40 minutes, or until the skewer comes out clean. I put mine around 180 degrees Celsius. So this is the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to cut the cake and after eat it. I'm so excited. It tastes so good. It's incredibly moist. You can grab a knife and slice into it. Look at how good it looks. It's so yummy and delicious. Look at the color too, it's amazing. The best part about this cake is that it's a really simple, moist vanilla cake, so you can customize it. You can upgrade it however you want, because you can add a sprinkle of powdered sugar, whipped cream, or even a scoop of your favorite ice cream. You can do whatever you want, unleash your creativity, or you can just eat it plain because it tastes amazing plain. I always eat it plain. It really is just so soft and tender. You can see it by me squishing it. And hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like this video and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any other videos. Bye!